What is up? What is up? What is up? We got a special guest in the house tonight. Oh man, let me get my one email all the way ready. Got a special guest in the house tonight. I've been trying to set up this interview for so long. I've been trying to set up this interview for so long. What is going on? Y'all know how we do. I'm gonna let a few people get in, and then we gonna get started. What is going on out there? So we got Tariq in the building. Of course, the man Xavier is in the building. I got to get both of y'all up here. I got to get both of y'all up here. I hope y'all hear me good, man. I don't got my mic plugged in. I'm going straight through the laptop. We good? I get this thing going today, man. My guy Sendo is in the building. What happened to the X? Filmo is in the building. Yeah, we had a little delay, so we started a little bit late, but I had to wait for a couple people to get in here anyway before we get it going. What y'all got going on tonight, man? It's Friday night, man. Okay, cool. Yeah, man, I didn't hook up my freaking mic because for whatever reason, whenever I do a live, it feel like the mic freaking disconnect or something like the last two lives. So I ain't want to run into those technical difficulties, so I just go right through the laptop. Cool. Tariq say, hold on. Yeah, you ain't been for Unfiltered yet? I don't know, man. I don't know. Everybody think that till they get up here, man. It's a lot easier than people think once they get up here. They face the questions, man. It's easier than it looks. The best way to do these videos is to just, you know what I mean, like get in front of the camera, man. The worst thing I ever did was keep saying I would go create a YouTube video and then didn't, and then just, you know what I'm saying, just kept procrastinating. You know what I'm saying? Just kept procrastinating. My guy in the building. My guy Bobby in the building. Okay. Yeah, you didn't turn into a trader, man. iPhone 16 Pro Max. Hey, man, you gotta do what you gotta do. At this point, like really at this point, they kind of, I mean, it's all even at this point, man. You know what I'm saying? Like all the upgrades to any phone, man, they so minuscule now. You know what I'm saying? Like how you had like 200 megapixels on a camera. How better can a camera get at this point? You know what I mean? How much storage can you put on a phone at this point? You put a terabyte of storage on there and you want to keep the phone for 1 or 2 years. You're never even going to use it. You know what I mean? So at this point, it don't even matter. What we got here? Oh man, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I didn't even know JetBlue had a new car coming. I'm out the loop on the JetBlue car, man, because I haven't flown JetBlue and I couldn't even tell you the last time, man. The guest back there still getting ready, so as soon as he's ready, y'all know how I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run the intro and go get to it like that. Got Mr. Chaz Money Menace in the building. We got a celebrity in the building, y'all. We got a celebrity in the building, Mr. Chaz Money Menace. Hey, y'all know anything about, in the chat, y'all know anything about this new JetBlue premium card? Because I don't know anything about it. Eric Hopper is in the building. Steven always got to let us know we from Ohio. I'm from Ohio too, so you know what I mean? It's all good. I guess all good. Hey, I need to go visit, actually. In fact, where everybody from? I know Chad from Florida. Where is everybody else from? Like, where is everybody else from? We know Steven from Ohio. That's for sure. Hey, did y'all check out that video? Y'all check out that video of I just dropped. Was it yesterday? Yeah, I just dropped yesterday of the meetup. I finally dropped my video of the meetup. Like, finally dropped my video of the meetup, man. Northeast Ohio, yes sir, yes sir. Filmo say sign him up. Sign him up for that for that premium card. Look at it, another Florida, another Florida. That's right. I forgot that, Xavier. I knew you were from Nebraska. Hello, we got another celebrity in the building. We got Neil from the Water Your Soil channel. Chad stay in freaking Chad stay everywhere. Chad stay going everywhere. So I can't even say he stay going to Cleveland or Ohio. He stay everywhere. Sendo say half Baltimore and half Alabama. Man, that's a huge difference, bro. That's a huge difference. Baltimore and Alabama, man, those two totally different spots. Oh, that's right. Bobby in upstate New York. Wait a minute, hold on. Hold on. Half Baltimore, half Alabama, but you claim wait a minute. What you claim in Texas? That's crazy. That is crazy. Headed to my hometown, man. I gotta head there more often, man. Always say that, and then I go like once or twice a year and call it a day. It's already what? It's about to be October. Once we get October, toward the end of October, November, dog, I'm done. I don't go back to Cleveland. Too cold for me. Venmo, upstate New York too. Got Lonnie in the building. They hate me is in the building. Where you from, bro? Where you from, bro? I'm about to bring the guest in a minute. Lonnie say he headed to DC next week. I mean, I think I done had my share of DC, man. Living in Virginia, I lived in Central Virginia, but you know, DC just a hop, skip, and a jump away. So yeah, I didn't have my share of DC. Okay. Hey, once you be somewhere for so long, you might as well be from there. You know what I'm talking about? Like once you somewhere for so long, like I've been in Florida for what? Almost it'll be 10 years, man. Like it'll be 10 years next month. So at this point, I'm a Floridian. You know what I mean? So anyway, y'all, I'm about to go ahead and get started. Go ahead and drop this introduction and get it popping. What is up, team? It's your boy Sledge from the SledgeInc team, back with another episode of Unfiltered 20 Questions with Sledge. And today's guest is a world traveler, an unconventional American Express user, and he is the master of the slow motion bed jump. Yeah, it's my dog, JP Buffett. JP done blacked out on us. JP done blacked out on us. What a way to welcome JP. What is going on, brother? Can you hear me? JP done blacked out on me. Hold on, I'm gonna take JP off for a minute. Let him get his thing together. We'll bring him back. That sounds good. Yeah, y'all saw JP, right? Like I seen him. I just couldn't hear nothing. I'm gonna bring JP back. Let me see. Tell me if y'all can hear him and see him. Yeah, like you froze up, brother. Appreciate you. JP done froze up on us over there. Let me see. I'm taking him back out and see what happens. Okay, let's see what we got here. There we go. Go ahead and say something. All right, there you go. Sound like you got some background noise.
Okay, I'm on now.
Are you on now?
Okay, man. Give me one second. All right, how about now?
All right, cool. I'm gonna move you up to the top. The guests get priority, man. Because I don't want the guests to get blocked by the comments. Can you hear me?
Oh man. Yeah, I can hear you pretty good. Actually, put my headphones in real quick.
All right. There we go. Let's see.
All right. 1 second.
Yeah. Get ready, man. Get ready.
Okay.
You let me know when you're ready. Are you ready?
Good.
All right, cool. All right, so
Yep.
You done seen enough of these things, man. You know how this works, right? I'm gonna ask you 20 questions, some credit card related, some not so much, and pretty much we gonna just go from there. You just let me know when you're ready.
Okay. All right. Yeah. What's it called? Can you see me? Am I good?
Yeah, I see you. Yeah, I see you.
All right. Yeah, I'm ready to
Lag
go.
a little bit. All right, cool. All right, so the first question is the same question I ask everybody when they come up here. What made you get in front of a camera and start recording YouTube videos? You hear me? Let's see.
Very well. No, I hear you fine.
JP having
I
technical
don't know what's happening with
difficulties.
my internet over
I'm
here.
good.
But yeah. Yeah, I'm good. You're good. Yeah. So the question was, when did I start? Why I started doing videos?
Yeah.
So honestly, it's kind of funny. So the American Express business green card, I thought it had like some changes on the website. So I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. So I'm like, I'll go over to Reddit. I started typing down, like what I think the changes might be and whatnot. And I was sitting like, you know what? Let me just make a little video out of this real quick and just, just throw it out there. Nobody's gonna watch it, so I can just do it anyway. So yes, I already had a camera, so I was trying to do some other stuff on YouTube to begin with. But I was like, let me just throw this one out there. And yeah, that's where it started at. Basically, it's me just trying to like talk about what I thought was gonna happen to the green card. And it's kept going from there.
Okay. It's funny. The next question was going to be about the business green. Now, you already know my feelings on the business green card, right? The card right now, I mean, that card, it's in serious need of a makeover. You know what I'm saying, at this point.
Right.
What changes would you like to see to the business green?
Well, first thing I gotta say is no foreign transaction fees. That's the first thing. I think personally, it should kind of match what's happening on the personal side. So I think like travel related 3x on transit and 3x on travel. I think I think it's kind of hard to go beyond that. I mean, you would have to have some business related. So you think something like maybe like a Amex already has deal credits and whatnot. So I would think something along those lines. Because I don't think they'll go back with another Lounge Buddy credit. They might put Clear, but I don't think they'll do Lounge Buddy. I think they might be actually getting rid of it. I personally think they're going to be getting rid of Lounge Buddy and potentially changing it with something like a Priority Pass or something like that. But yeah, I think this basically making a carbon copy of the personal green and maybe add like some type of business credit, like a something for shipping, for example, like FedEx or something like that.
Right.
So those would be my changes I would have. But first thing, they'll get rid of the freaking foreign transaction fees on the green.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? Even though it's a business card, you still kind of look at the charge cards somewhat as a travel card. You know what I'm saying? So why have foreign transaction fees on a card that you saying is a travel card? You know? Yeah, I definitely.
It's especially like if your business is like in other places too, you know. So like, yeah, I don't even know.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Now, another card that you talk about, and you talk about it fairly often, sometimes on our live videos, is the regular personal American Express green card.
Love that card.
But you no longer have that card, right?
I do not. Unfortunately, I do not have the personal green anymore.
So, do you still think that for most people, the green card is the best travel card for most people, as far as American Express?
Thank you for adding that last part on there because I've been having a conflict of faith recently. But in terms of American Express cards, I think the green is the best earner card. People are going to say that the Amex Gold is the best earner card. I disagree with that. I think, especially if you live in like a city or if you're in a place where it has a lot of tolls, the Amex Green will be your biggest earner because yes, people spend a lot of money on groceries, but not everybody's going to go to a grocery store for that. They're going to go to maybe a Costco. They're going to go maybe a Target. They're going to go maybe like a superstore, for example. So you don't have the access to get 4X on all those places. And I know there are going to be people who say like I do get full access, but like I don't personally think that. But if you're looking for a personal card from Amex that is good for travel, general travel, I think the green card is the best card out of all of them.
I gotta say, I 100% agree with you. like I do. 100. Like I 100% agree with you. I've always felt that for most people, because in reality, most people don't need what we call premium luxury cars. You know what I mean? Like most people don't need them, and even $150 car, most people don't need them. But for the average person that's into cars with annual fees, the green card to me is a better fit for most travelers.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I guess like when you think about, especially even when I first got into it, like people, it's a plastic card. It's like not 70% recycled plastic. So people think that they don't think of luxury. They don't think of Amex when they think of that thing like where's the metal cards at? So that's why it's not getting as much fanfare as some. Though I think in the last year or so, it's probably gotten more fanfare. But before that, when I first started getting into it and talking about the green card, most people were like, "Oh, it's a trash card. Get the gold because you get 4X." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna get into that." But yeah, like it's underrated in my opinion.
Yeah, I 100% agree, man. The shiny platinum and gold. It's always gonna get the clicks and likes. You know what I'm saying on YouTube.
Right.
But yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna go back to Sendo's comment. I'm pretty sure he was talking about the business green.
Yeah.
I'm sure he was talking about the business green. But you recently upgraded from the green card, man.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I upgraded. Yeah, man. I got the Amex Gold now.
Now, do you think you made a good decision with that upgrade?
No. I listen. I only had the card about 2-3 months now, And every time I try to get on the train, every time I think about taking a Uber or paying for a hotel or something like that, I'm like, man, I'm missing 3x each time. And it's nice to have that 4x on groceries. But I had an Amex, everyday preferred. It's giving me 4.5. So I'm like,
Right.
what am I doing over here? But I will say this though, I've used every credit for that thing. It's been super easy to use. I like that. I like the fact that it's going to give me money back in the end. But in terms of a card, nobody can ever tell me that the gold is the best card. I will go to my grave saying that the gold card is nice to look at, is nice to say, oh, 4/3. But in terms of being a premium card, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Like again, I get it for large families and whatnot. I want people to actually really go to look at their at the end of the year, look at your budget, look how much money you spend on groceries, look how much money you spent at grocery stores, and then come back to me if you spend that much money. But in terms of I still think the green card is the best Amex card bar none. I don't
Yeah.
like the gold. In terms of the multipliers and the use, I like the way it looks. I don't like its
Hey,
multipliers.
Chad, Chad and Neil, man, they about to have a heart attack when they hear that answer.
Oh,
they
I know
they
Chad.
both love
Chad
the
loves the
gold
gold, man. I know Chad loves it.
card. But you know what? Everybody's situation is different.
Right.
That's the one thing that we got to say. Everybody's situation is different. So
Right.
some cards just fit some people. I thought I
Right.
would never miss the gold card. Like I did. I thought I would never miss it until I don't have it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even miss it.
Sledge, you bring up a good point. I think it's like having a card and being able and getting used to using it, and then
Yeah.
once you don't have it anymore, like you already had a routine, and now that
Right.
routine is kind of so that might be what I'm going through right now with the green. Like I've had a routine, I got all the points on that, and now I don't have that routine anymore. So I can get that.
All right. Now, the credit cards that you currently do have, which do you think are your top three? Um, and tell us why you think they're the top three of your setup. Not even your setup, but just the cards that you have.
Number one, Delta Platinum. Delta Platinum has been my best card since I got rid of the green. For now, and that's because I I knew I was going to use the Resi credit. I knew that day one. I knew it was going to happen. I knew I was going to use the Delta States credit, though it has been a little hard to use that third party with a hotel I went to recently, but that's neither here nor there. It's a great credit. I know I'm gonna use the companion credit. That's already like ready to go. So I knew I was gonna get value out of it. But there was one part I wasn't sure about. I wasn't sure if I was gonna use that rideshare credit, and I actually use it each time. So like that was a little. I wasn't expecting that one to actually be useful to me, but that actually came in handy. So I think in terms of my best card, the Delta Platinum, the Amex Gold, just because the credits are phenomenal. I literally the first month used all $50 of the Resi credit. That was just already done.
Right.
Like I like Dunkin'. I mean, I don't like Dunkin' Donuts, but I do like their sandwiches. So like I already do that anyway. So like that was like a no brainer. So that's the second best one. I recently got the Capital One Venture. I'm trying that one out now to get to basically 2x back on everything. I'm not a fan of their portal. I think their portal is a ripoff. But in terms of like and there's reasons I feel that way, mainly because the $300 credit you get back in the portal. I think that's overcharged, but that's again neither here nor
Right.
there. But right now it's a good card. So those are my top three. I say the Delta Platinum, Amex Gold, and the Capital One. What's it called? Venture.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something about that Delta Platinum ride share credit, man. I used it when I was in New Orleans, right? So
Uh,
I used it at the end of August because we got there at the end of August. Then I used it in September. I forgot I used it, right? I forgot I used it. Me and my wife go to this little Scotch tasting, so I'm like, we gonna catch an Uber, you know what I'm saying? To
I
get the
feel
little
it.
$10 off. Man, I use that card. I'm like, man, I already used this credit. And
Oh my
most
god.
people, they had trouble using the credits. But you know what I
Right.
mean? Like, I'm just not one of those people. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I use them normally in my
Right.
everyday life. So but yeah, man, the Delta Platinum highly underrated. I won't say it's underrated because I think people really like the card. They just don't talk about
Yeah.
it enough.
Right.
I mean,
No,
I've never heard anyone
I
give the
agree.
bad card.
Yeah, I agree. I think people give the card its due, um, but yeah, I just think yes, it's probably not talked about enough though.
Nah. Now, I want to remix that last question that I asked you.
Hmm.
What are your go-to cards when you travel?
So obviously it's changed recently. It used to be the green. The green was more, like when we were in Japan and whatnot. I was using the green everywhere. Um, right now, my recent trip, I recently went to Philadelphia. That was I used the gold for the most part, and the Delta Platinum. My JetBlue Plus card stays in my wallet just in case I can't use an Amex card or I'm flying JetBlue. So I usually use that. That's like usually my go-to because I fly JetBlue a lot. And let me think what else. The JetBlue card, the Amex Gold right now, and yeah, the Delta Platinum. Those are three that I keep in my wallet. Actually, let me
The
make sure. Let me
Delta
see
Plus.
what I have right now.
That's what's up.
Yep. That's
Uh,
exactly what I have.
that's what's up. Now, out of any travel credit card that you have,
Hmm.
what are the main benefits that you expect out of travel cards? Not even travel cards you have, but in general. And I know one thing is going to be no foreign transaction fees, right? But
Right. Yeah. So the Norfolk Force, I think the most important thing. I actually asked this on my community a few weeks ago, actually, and I agree with it. The most important thing for me on a travel card is the multipliers. Travel multipliers are key. If you and this is, I know SSR is gonna grill me for this one, but this is why I don't really like the platinum. I people say you get lounge access. I asked that question. I'm like, what do you care about in terms of travel cards? What do travel cards need? Lounge access was got the least number of votes from everybody. So like we talk about lounge access like it's great. My wife recently just got the Amex Platinum and she couldn't even get in the lounge. Like she was like the terminal she went through, and like she had a priority pass for Air France. They wouldn't even let her in.
oh
Like
wow,
so, yeah, it was. I mean, it was something else. I wasn't there unfortunately, but it was. But basically, she's like, I got this card, I can't even use it. So like, I think for me personally, multipliers are the most important thing on a travel card.
okay. Any other benefits that you gotta have on travel card?
Travel. I would say it would need to have some type of credit for the airport. So it can be something like the TSA pre-check. It can be clear. It has to have some type of some way I can get through an airport. And also, I mean, the Amex does not have this, and I mean, they have it, but you got to pay for it. Is primary car rental protection. So I think that's pretty important.
Okay.
Those are the three. And also trip insurance. Trip insurance
Oh
key.
yeah,
You need to have trip
right,
insurance.
right. Definitely need to have trip insurance. Definitely need to have trip insurance. For me,
Right,
the
right.
the rental car insurance is I feel it for the people that rent cars. You know what I'm saying? Like definitely. I just don't rent
Mhm.
cars, so like I don't even think
Oh,
about it.
oh man, I'm always going on road trips, man. Like I'm a road trip person. I don't like yeah, I love doing a nice road trip.
For me, man, I'm a Uber driving, Lyft, whoever, whatever it is. I fly there and get on my Lyft and Uber. All right, we
I
got
feel
a question from Sendo. He say, what do you do? What do you buy to hit the 30 transactions on the everyday preferred?
um I don't know. I just like whenever I in my head I'm always thinking about multiplier categories. So whenever I have a card, for example, usually the green and sometimes the my JetBlue card when I was using it a lot more, I'm thinking about what are the multipliers on this card, and if I can't think of a multiplier, I use the everyday preferred. And usually at the end of a month, I have 30 transactions, so I can't
Gotcha.
really tell you exactly what I do, but it's only when I think I can't get a multiplier. That's like usually what I do.
Yeah, see, when
But
I
but a good way to get that, and unless you have like a Chase Sapphire, not Chase Sapphire, Chase Freedom Flex or Freedom Unlimited, is like through drugstores like CVS and Walgreens and stuff and Rite Aid. That's another way to like, you go in there, get something small, a couple things, and they have self checkout. So if you want to be, I've done this sometimes to where like I got like 5, 6 transactions left. I have gone to a CVS, use a self checkout, and did each item individually. So I have done that before, but that would be the other way.
Yeah, shoot, all the freaking gas stations and everything around here have self checkout, so
Right.
you can do that anytime. We got a
Right.
question. We got a question from Neil from Water Soil. He said, "What is your favorite airport lounge?" We just talked about airport lounges. What is your favorite airport lounge?
What's my favorite airport lounge? Oh man, I'm trying to think about this one. I did like the Delta lounge at JFK. I do like the Delta Sky Club at JFK. I did. My wife literally just got the platinum card, so I haven't had a chance to visit the Centurion Lounge yet, so I can't say anything about that. But my favorite lounge, bar none, is the Virgin Sky Club at JFK Terminal 4. That the food there is so good. It's so quiet. So it's far away from everybody else. I love that lounge, and it accepts priority pass between I think like what 5. I think it's 5 a.m. to like 1:30 p.m. So like I that is my favorite lounge. I love going to that lounge.
That's what's up. All right, David Williams said you like the Altitude Connect for lounge visits. NAF. I didn't even know the Altitude Connect get you in the lounge.
I just ran into somebody who actually was funny. He watches me. That was a funny part, and he was telling me about the Altitude Connect, and I didn't know about that. It has 4 passes a year through priority pass. That was crazy, but no annual fee.
Wow, right. No annual fee now. It's no
Yeah.
because it was $95. Now it's no annual fee.
Yeah, that was crazy. I was like, I gotta look more into what's it called? Into U.S. Bank. That's crazy.
Wow. I just got into U.S. Bank. So you know what's funny is the Altitude Connect was the card that I wanted to get when I went over to U.S. Bank. But I ended up switching to the Altitude Go because of the cards that I have right now. You know how you look at a card and you want it, but then you pick up other cards and then that card don't fit you anymore. You know what I mean? Because you already have a multiplier. But 4 passes with no annual fee, that's crazy.
Especially like I think in terms of a person who just wants to get their feet wet, that might be a great card.
Yeah,
that might be a great card just to dab in, get a little bit lounge access, see how you feel about it. It looks great to me.
Like we said earlier in this live, man. Most people, the majority of people aren't traveling like that. You know what I'm saying? Like the majority of people aren't. So something like that, no annual fee, man, that's ideal.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's ideal for a lot of people. I didn't even know that.
Yeah. I literally just learned it like I would say maybe a week or two ago. I had issues with US Bank, and I was like, I'm not really gonna try to like worry about their sign up process and all this and that. He told me like you get like I still don't plan on getting the card personally.
Right.
Because there's other things I want, and I just don't think I might get it for just to test it out for other people. But for myself, in terms of my everyday setup, it probably wouldn't be a card I would keep. But I would get to like for other people to see how it works.
Yeah. Well, you got a YouTube channel, man, so you owe it to the people. Yeah. You got
right.
Now, at this point, how many countries have you visited, and what are your top 2?
Sledge, I'm gonna be real, man. I have not traveled outside the country much. I've traveled to 5 countries outside the United States. Because I mainly love traveling within the states. But to answer that question, I think my number 1 country is the one where I just came back from. That was Japan. I think Japan is great. I really love being there. I've been to Switzerland. I liked the vibe of Switzerland. That was great. But I'm trying to think. I really did enjoy, but I think I needed like 5 days in Bali to really get the culture and really understand like what it's like to live. Because it was like chaotic to me at the beginning. But I'll put that. I'll say Switzerland and Japan are my top 2.
Okay. Yeah, man, I've never been to Japan, man. I'm going in March of next year, so it'll be my first time there.
It was. I mean, like, literally, I felt like I was at home. I felt like I was at home. It felt great. Like, didn't feel out of place at all.
That's what's up. Yeah. Well, I'll see. Well, like I say, my daughter's there, so she'll know. At least she'll know the lay of the land a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it'll be my
Right.
first
Yeah.
time ever
That'll
going.
definitely be. But like,
Yeah.
honestly though, bro, like literally, using the public transportation was easy there. It was so easy to get around just like using the public transit. So like, it's definitely now you can navigate it pretty easy.
Yeah. Okay. Now we're gonna get into your videos a little bit.
Okay.
You made a video titled, "Do you know the mystery behind passport colors?" Now, for the people like me and the people in the back that don't know, what's the mystery behind passport colors?
The mystery behind. So this is something that I always wondered, and it never came up, and I had to look more into it. And the mystery is this, and I got flamed on this actually, but the mystery is that there's only four primary colors. Okay, there is red, green, blue, and black. Those are the four primary colors. Now the thing about it is, some of them they're not like 100% like just red. It's like some dark brownish. There's some other colors. There's some like dark blue. Some look kind of grayish. But the point is, it's red, green, blue, and black.
Right.
And on top of that, for some countries, it can signify some type of like national pride or a connection between multiple countries. So for example, with the EU, to keep it uniform, most, not all, but most European Union countries have a red passport. And that's not something I knew. So every time I see like red, I'm wondering like, why else you see other colors? Because for those reasons. But there are other colors. But I'm talking about like the general like person just traveling, not like the emergency passports or the diplomatic passports and stuff like that, because there are other colors. But in terms of like a general travel passport for an everyday person, there are four primary ones.
That's I kind of once I saw that, man, I had to do
There's
my
a purple
research
one. It's
on
like, bro, that's not what the video was about.
it. Right, exactly. The main one, but that was interesting to me. You know what I mean? And it was obviously interesting to a lot of people because that video did pretty good. Like that video did pretty good.
I'm sure that surprises me, man.
You know what? Sometimes when we go out of the box on things, that's what people looking at. You know what I mean? Like that's what people looking at. Let me see something. Now that video got over 19,000 views. Whoa! Why do you think it resonated with so many people though?
I'm still trying to figure that one out. Cause like the first 2-3 months, it was crickets. It was dead. And I'm guessing that was mainly because they sent it straight to my credit card people. And they're not, like, oh, I don't care. Which, I mean, can I say an aside real quick? This is a part that is weird, interesting to me, is that like as a person who wants to travel, I want to know about all these other things that go along with travel, not just the cards. So I thought, hey, people they're gonna want to know this, but like for the first 3 months, I got nothing, and then out of nowhere, it just like gets this huge surge. I had this one guy from the UK who actually wanted to interview me about talking about credit cards because he talks about passports. So like he's like, hey, I found your thing because of the passport video, and now I want to know about credit cards. And I'm like, man, it was like literally people from New Zealand. Like, it was crazy. The people was reaching, but I don't know, Sledge. I don't know why. Okay. There's one thing I do think, and I'm gonna test this out to see if it actually works. And anybody else who's making videos, you can try this also. But on the video, on the first, I think like 10-15 seconds, I had captions. So I was basically like, showing like what I was saying in those captions. So I think if you're looking at the video and you're trying to know, like, is it something I want to watch, and you're hovering over it, and you're seeing the captions saying like, oh, it might pique your interest a little bit more than just my thumbnail. So that's my initial thought right now, but I got to test that out a little bit more to find out.
Okay. Yeah, that's the one thing about being in a small niche, man. When you go outside that niche, it's like the people don't care.
Bro, I just recently met and like I recently made I love this video so much. I just recently made a video on Virgin America. I that to me personally is one of my favorite videos. Got like 90 views.
Yeah, yeah,
And
that's what happened.
I'm like,
The
all
one you
right,
think gonna be
hey
the one.
man.
Yeah, the one you think gonna be the one, they just like, oh, wait on that.
Man,
Where's that Amos Green video?
what?
I said they like, where that Amos
Man,
Green
no,
video
really though,
at?
like literally the next video I made, I made a video. I think it was the next video. It was on like the gold changes, and that one got like 15, the 800, 800 in the first day. And for me, that's a lot. You know, that's a lot. That's a lot of views in the first day. But still, that Virgin America one, bro, is like nobody's touching that. So I get it. Maybe, but it might be like the passport one day. Who knows?
Yeah, right, exactly. All right, now since we're gonna stay on that for a second. Now, since that video was so popular, have you ever thought about duplicating that format?
Man, my wife wants me to do that all the time. I have a script that I've been sitting on for maybe 3 months as a follow up to that. And one, I want to like answer the questions about the other passports. I want to do that. Also, I want to talk about visas. I want to talk about visas and how you get visas and stuff like that. Those are things I thought about. But I don't know. Like I don't want to just make videos just because people like them. I want to really make sure that I care about them and that like I'm giving people valuable information. I don't want to say, oh, I got 20,000 views. Let me make a carbon copy of what I made here. The next one I make, I will make another video on that. I definitely will. But like, I want to make sure it's valuable content and people actually are gonna, because like you're watching me, you're spending your time. Might just be spending money. You spend your time. That could be time you spend with your family, with your kids, with your friends, but you spend it with me. So I want to make sure that I'm giving you, the real deal. So that's how I feel about it. But yeah, I will come out with something one day.
We had two comments about the Altitude Connect saying that the priority pass lounge includes the ones with restaurants on a no annual fee.
Oh, really? What? Oh my! All right. You know what? For research purposes, I might have to grab that.
That's insane, man. Like that is insane. We got Big Caesar, another celebrity in the building. We got another celebrity in the building. Okay, Sendo. I'm going in the very end of March, like the last week. Well, I'll be there for 2 weeks, but I'll be there during the last week. Let me see what we got here. What else we got here? My dog say, "Oh yeah, you're never too late, brother. You are never too late, man." He always drop a super chat, and be out on us.
All good.
It's all good. Hey, the Wheeler, what I'm saying? The supporters always, we always value it for sure. YouTube Experiments say Best Western relaunched their 2 cards with a new card issuer and some changes. What issuer did they relaunch them with? YouTube Experiments?
Oh yeah.
I didn't even know that either. Man, I'm slipping.
Yeah, that's like Best Western. Man, listen, people knock Best Western, but I stay at me some of those, bro.
Man, you can't really knock a lot of the brands. You know what I'm saying? Because you could go to a Hilton or Marriott or Hyatt you might not get the best out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you can't really knock any other brands unless you've actually experienced and tried them.
You one of the best experiences I had was at the Holiday Inn Express in DC. That hotel was one of the best places, one of my best stays, honestly. And it wasn't even that expensive.
The one thing about IHG, no matter if you in a low end property or a high end property, if you got status with them, they're going to show you appreciation every single time. It don't matter what it is. Oh yeah, IHG, man, they have really grown on me, man. Let me see. All right, we gonna get back to credit cards a little bit.
Hey man, I want to get that card. I haven't got
a long time ago.
Card yet.
No, oh man, you gotta get an IHG card, man. You gotta get it. At least the business. At least the business. All right, now you made a prediction a long time ago that American Express was going to change the everyday card. How did you feel when they actually changed it? And you pretty much had it spot on.
Man, I felt good. I felt real good. I mean, I felt that, I don't know, maybe I felt like it was kind of like a no. I felt like it wasn't that special, but at the same time, I felt good that I got it right. I was like, maybe anybody could have made that same prediction that I made. But yeah, no, I was happy though. I was happy that it came out that way.
You know what though? I'm gonna tell you something. Like people come up with these they come out with these predictions about stuff, but you know, they saw it on Frequent Miler or they saw it on the Doctor of Credit or something like that. Man, you came out and said something about this card. You predicted how it was going to look and everything, which is even crazier. You know what I'm saying? Like that was when the card came out. I just thought about that video you made. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's you know, the big face centurion. I'm like, that's crazy. Like that's crazy.
Listen, I mean, okay. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this much because I don't give me too much credit because they changed the everyday the blue everyday. What's it called? So like, I thought it logical to change the everyday because everyday preferred any everyday card because like I think the blue cash everyday was like I was like okay if I was to do it and I was working there, what would I do? So that was the reason for that. So I did have some like, you know, primer.
Yeah, but nobody else thought that. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody else thought that.
Right.
And because essentially that's all it is. It's the blue cash everyday card, but white.
Right.
It's the same card. It's what everybody thought the white gold card was gonna be. The plastic.
Yeah, man, I honestly, just to speak on that for a second, like why people thought, oh, it's gonna be exactly like you seen white gold. Come on now. But
yeah. Yeah. You're like you got a super chat on your end too, $4.99 from my guy. Tell you, man, you come in and drop the super chats and bounce on us.
Oh man.
Caesar say the IHG cards are, yeah, man. The IHG cards, man, I'm telling you, this is an easy, free, nice certificate. The annual fee is waived in the first year. I don't know. To me, it's one of them cards that's a no-brainer, man. I'm glad I had it.
Chase does not like me, bro. I tried to get that card like a year or two ago.
But was it the business?
They didn't play ball. So
was it the business?
It wasn't the business. It was the personal one. No, listen, it was personal.
Listen to this. I was just talking to Caesar earlier today, right? Caesar actually got the personal one, but he got it at 1024. I got the business at 1324. So I don't know if IHG just like, you know, screw it. You know what I mean? We need our cards out there. But yeah.
You know what? I might have to go. Well, I'll wait for a bonus, but I might have to go try it next time around.
Yeah, I heard this too. You can't convert Hawaiian miles to Alaskan no more. That's kind of trash. Not even though I don't fly either one, but still, you know what I mean? For the people that did, that's kind of trash.
Right.
Okay. You had some time today. You sticking around. What the real question was? Caesar drop Hilton for IHG? I'm gonna say the answer is no, but I'm gonna speak for Caesar.
Those Hilton cars are crazy, man.
You keep both of them.
Mm-mm.
Oh wait, hold on. He said you can convert it to Hawaiian to Alaska. Okay, cool. You can convert it to Hawaii to Alaska. Now, okay.
Yeah, I think they're doing like a 1-to-1 transfer. But I like they're doing like a 1-to-1 transfer on that.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's like I say. I know the Alaska card is a great card, man. But you know, at the end of the day, it's better for people that live on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? Than where I am. So.
I actually just got a mailer for that car recently. I don't know, like it was like I don't know if it's a lot of points, like 60K points or something like that. I don't know if it's like the normal standard one, but yeah, I'm not sure if I'll do it or not though. Because I don't really fly Alaska, so like I'm not sure if it's like worth applying for at least right now.
Right. Hold on 1 minute. I done got lost over here. All right. Now, at this current moment, what cards do you have in your wallet?
My wallet's right here. Let me check. Got the Delta. No, Delta. Got the Amex Gold. So you can see what I'm rocking with right here. That's Amex Gold right here. I got my debit card, my Amex debit card, and what else I got here? And the Capital One card. This is the other one I got. So
Okay.
those are the 3 cards I got in my wallet right now.
You running with 3? You ain't running with 14 cards like Chad? Chad said he trying with 14 cards.
Like, I don't even got that many slots in my wallet. I don't even have that many slots in my wallet. That's crazy.
He ride with 14 cards. I'm like, come on, man.
Like honestly, I get paralysis after that. Like I got 14 cards. How many like categories you gonna use, man, with 14 cards in your wallet?
Chad gonna use all the categories, one for every one every day. Right. All right, now on a serious note, now we didn't all screwed up in this game one way or another, right? Tell us about a time that you made a credit card mistake and what you learned from it.
Okay, so credit card. Let me ask that in terms of like the when I started in the game or like just in general.
Just in general.
When I signed up for the Carnival Cruises card. So this is before I knew anything about it, but I signed up for the Carnival Cruise card because I was like, oh, you know, I'm gonna go on a Carnival Cruise one day. And I thought this is a time I thought like the best cards to get for certain, you know, cruise lines or certain certain airlines or hotels or what I was to get their branded card. So I got that card. I have not used that card in like 5 years. Like I mean, I swipe it once just to keep it active for the what's it called? But like I want to get rid of that card so bad. I do not like that card. I was actually gonna make a video on that to tell people not to get it.
Man, you hate it that much.
No, like because they recently I saw like it was like 25,000 like Carnival. They call them fun points, and I'm like 25. That's like $250, and like maybe it might get you on a Carnival cruise, but like is that something you really want to get? Is that something you really want to be stuck with? And like the multipliers are terrible on the card. You gotta go through Barclays, which I don't really hate Barclays, but people trash on it. I find it kind of funny. But yeah, like it's. I legit thought about making that video just to say, don't get this card.
Yeah, I ain't mad about that. Hey, some of these cards, man, is just like could have skipped on them. You know what I mean?
Right.
Could have skipped on them. Now, being somebody that makes credit card content, in your personal opinion, what are some of the biggest misconceptions that viewers might have about credit cards?
Having more credit cards lowers your credit score. and also having more credit cards. Those are the two biggest misconceptions.
That I agree. I 100% agree because they don't take into consideration a number of factors. You know. Let me see.
Right.
Now,
No, it's funny. It's funny because like my wife is like my number one fan, but also my number one hater. Because like she'll want to to get a certain card to go somewhere, but she doesn't want to open new ones. I'm like, I want. She's like, how many points we got? We ain't got no points because we're trying to go to certain places. We got get the sign up bonuses, and she's like, no, I don't open any more cards because I'll mess my credit score up. But yeah, just in general, that's what people. That's the main people think people go on.
yeah, a lot of you see that a lot though. Like you will see that a lot. A lot of people think that, and I don't know. I guess it could be true if you using your credit cards in a certain way, what I mean, or just getting I don't know, but I haven't seen
But
it.
yeah,
Like I just haven't seen it.
yeah. I mean, I don't. I mean, I get in the sense of like you can do it with one card. You can run up a bill on one card and have mess your credit up.
And mess your credit up with one card.
I'm gonna leave that one there.
Yeah, for sure. Now,
yeah,
you made a video once and you asked ChatGPT to give you the best overall credit setup. You asked more than that, but the last question was the best overall credit card setup. And the answer was the Chase Sapphire Reserve, the Amex Gold, and the Capital One Venture card. How do you feel about that setup and would you use it?
Wait, can you say that one again? I kind of lagged.
All right. Now you had you made a video a while back asking ChatGPT the best overall credit card setup.
Yeah.
You remember that one? Now the answer was the Sapphire Reserve,
Yeah.
the Gold, and the Venture. How do you feel about that answer, and would you use that setup?
And this is why I want to tell you that I'm kind of sad having a crisis of confidence right now with the Amex Green. Yes, I would 100% use that setup. And the reason is the Chase Sapphire Reserve, not from what ChatGPT said, but from my own research on it. The Chase Sapphire Reserve gets you 3x on general travel, which basically covers the same categories as the green. It also gives you that 3x on dining, but also obviously if you go to the portal, you boost it to 10x on dining and on hotels and stuff like that. 5x on travel on flights, I think. And you also get the lounge access, which is you're not really getting with the. I mean, you are getting with the lounge buddy, but not to the degree which you're getting with the Chase Sapphire Reserve. So that takes the green out for me. You also get access to the Chase transfer partners with that card, and that card without having the Freedom Unlimited or Freedom Flex, you could still make it a pretty good earner by having those travel categories. Since it doesn't have groceries, the Amex Gold on the groceries and on the restaurants is pretty good. I bash on it, but if I don't have the green because I have a Chase Sapphire Reserve, well, that's the next best card next to the Amex Everyday Preferred, and it's better now because it has better credits. So those two cards alone by themselves, not even including the Venture, I think are just a great set because now you're having access to the Hyatts, and you still have access to Hilton, Delta, and stuff like that. So I think that two card setup is for me personally is great, and just having the Venture X giving you access to the Capital One ecosystem and whatnot, and still getting 2x on everyday purchases, basically your catch-all, which is a lot of categories. Which is a lot of things that are not in a certain category that you can be putting your card on. So that can easily rack up a lot of points. So yeah, at first I was like, no. I did not think I would actually be using that setup, but maybe the last month or two, especially with the gold changes, I think it's a really good. I was gonna make a video about this later once I actually got the reserve or whatnot, but like I gotta test it out still. But I think in the back of my head, if you want to have access to as many transfer partners as you can, if you want to have a real good travel card, and you want to have wide acceptance, I think that's probably the best 2-3 card setup that you can go for. And this is not new. People, I think Sebi and other people have said this back in like 2019, 2020. So this is definitely not like I'm not it's not something I'm coming up with. It's definitely been said before, but with the changes, it makes it even that much more appealing.
Now, after I watched that video, I asked Google Gemini the best 3-card setup for travelers, but they gave me different answers. They gave me 2 choices for 3 different categories. So I want to see your thoughts on them.
Okay.
The first category was the 2 best general person travel cards, and they picked the Chase Sapphire Preferred and the Capital One Venture X for general travel.
Oh my God. You already know my feelings on that. Do I still gotta say it?
Yeah, go ahead.
I have I'm starting a new podcast series. I'm gonna talk more length about this, but I am so mad at how propped up the Chase Sapphire Preferred is as a travel card. I think it's a mid travel card at best. In terms of travel card, I get the access to the portal. I get that. I'm not arguing any of that, but like as a travel card, there are many travel cards that are cards by themselves that stand alone that are better than Chase Sapphire Preferred. You can I think Chad made a video on it before. You can take the Bilt card easily. You can take the the Amex what's called green card easily as a travel card. And when I asked what makes a good travel card, like we were saying earlier, the travel multipliers. The travel multipliers on Chase Sapphire Preferred suck. You have no access to the Chase Sapphire Lounge, which is that's criminal in my mind. You get a $50 hotel credit, which who's using that? You can, but it's not like I want to use it.
Right.
I would have something like the City Strata Premier, where at least I get $100 on a $500 hotel, which I'm probably going to pay for a $500 hotel. I don't want to just use a credit because I might pay for a $50 or $120 hotel, and it's nice to use. I personally have no problem with the other card, but I think with the Chase Sapphire Preferred being touted as the best card anywhere is it's good marketing, but a terrible advice.
All right. The next category was the 2 best everyday spending cards: the Freedom Unlimited and the Amex Gold card. Can you agree with that one?
Sorry.
Can you hear me? You froze up on me, brother.
I can hear you now.
You got me now? Okay.
What were the 2 best
All right,
everyday spending
so
cards?
they said that the everyday spending, the 2 best everyday spending cards. It was the Amex Gold card and the Freedom Unlimited. You froze up on us again, brother. Can you repeat it? We can't hear you.
No, so I'm just trying to make sure because I'm lagging a little bit. So you said the Amex Gold and the Freedom Unlimited, right?
Yep.
Okay. Everyday spending. Uh, I mean, I don't see. No. I think everyday spending, I would probably go. I wouldn't go to Freedom Unlimited because it's 1.5x. If I'm
Right.
not getting that, if I'm not getting the boost and the portal from the Sapphire or the Preferred, it makes no sense to me. So I would go something that has to be minimum 2%. So I would go either the Active Cash, I would go the Chase, sorry, Chase, the Capital One Venture or Venture X. I would go the City Double Cash, that route. I think in terms of the gold, um, I wouldn't do that either. I would do the Everyday Preferred because I think it's a better card for everyday spend because most people go to the gas station. Um, they go get food also, but the gas station is definitely there. So I would go that. I would go the. I wouldn't go the Amex Gold. I'll go the Everyday Preferred, and maybe a
Everyday
2% card
preferred.
like yeah, Everyday Preferred and any 2% card, be it the Double Cash, Active Cash, or the Venture or Venture X.
Mhm. All right, so they got the two best specialized cards: the Delta Sky Miles
Okay.
Reserve, and the Hilton Surpass. The numbers knocked him out.
Hello.
There you go. Yeah, the Delta Sky Miles Reserve and the Hilton Surpass for the two best specialized cards.
So the Delta Reserve
Yep,
and the Hilton Surpass?
yep.
Really?
So they went to the top and then they went to the mid tier.
I would have switched that. I would have said the Delta Platinum and the Hilton Aspire. Like
I would have
that's
too.
yeah, I think that is terrible. That is the worst thing I've heard out of all of them.
Yeah, I would have too. Now keep in mind, I'm actually teetering on the point of maybe even getting a reserve, but the platinum is such a great card. It's just like I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't
I
know. It's just
I would
having
I
a
would get the
20 year.
reserve. I would get
Yeah,
the reserve if it has that limited edition again. That's what I would do. If it comes out with that limited edition card, only reason I would get it.
you like collecting cards though.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
All right. Now we're gonna get to the fun part of the live, right?
Okay.
All right. Now if you was to make a video in a completely different genre than you make your use your content in, what would it be about?
Photography.
Oh wow.
I
That's
say
what's up.
I say that because I've already done it. If you want to find my channel, I challenge anybody to find that channel. Go ahead.
Come on, man. You gotta put it out there for us.
No, it's a dead channel. It's been like 3 years now. So I'll let if somebody finds me out there, you can put it on the thing. But yeah, I'd rather keep that one down.
Now, for the people that don't know, just they maybe not paying close attention like I am when I'm watching videos. You love to put slow motion bed jumps in some of your videos. How did you start doing that?
It's kind of funny. So me and my wife, we went to her old college, and we were just happened to be staying at a Marriott, and I was like, "Hey, I'm just gonna jump on this bed real quick," and she's like, "You should do it in slow motion." I'm like, "What? Should I do it in slow motion?" So she turned the slow motion on, and I jumped in. I thought it was pretty cool. So that's where it started at, though. Like basically her telling me like you should do it in slow motion.
Hey, I did it one time just because you do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I did it that one
How'd you
time.
like it? How'd you like it?
It was cool though. My daughter filmed it. You know what I'm saying? While I did it,
Right.
so it's pretty cool. Yeah. Now, David say, what the hell is so good about the Surpass? It's for YouTubers with 2 million Amex that want free breakfast. Hey, you
Listen,
know
listen,
what?
listen, listen, listen. I'm gonna say this much. When I was in Japan, I had the Hilton business card, and we were at a Hilton for 5 days. that free breakfast, man. Don't sleep on that free
Oh no,
breakfast.
never.
That's like $30 to $50, man. Like I at first I thought it's nothing, but that's good. I take it any day of the week.
You know what? If you go to some of these more expensive chains, man, you might spend $100 on breakfast. You know, because the breakfast is way overpriced. You know
Right,
what I mean? And to get
right.
free breakfast in some of them places, man, yeah, it's definitely not. But you know what? They have made especially the Hilton business. I get it if you spending that kind of money for a business, but for a regular person with a small business, the way it is in existence right now, man, is just not for the
Like
average person.
I would agree with you, Sledge, but the problem is they got rid of the free night.
Right.
All
Yeah, yeah,
everything
yeah.
goes once they got rid of like everything else, I'm square with. I'm okay, I get it. You got rid of the free night. What's the point? Well, I can do the exact same thing on the personal.
Right. But
Like
but that's what I'm saying. For a business that spends that kind of money, it don't matter what category they spending it in, the
right,
5x points is good. But for
right,
a person with a small business, you know, it does nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? Like
right,
it not for 195. Yeah,
right.
not for
Yeah,
195.
but I think that's the thing for the price they're asking, it doesn't
Yeah,
make any sense.
right. It don't make any sense. Yeah. All right. Now I'm gonna name 5 creators,
Hmm.
and you gonna describe them in one word.
Oh God, this is I don't know. I don't know if I like this one.
All right. The first one is Ax Sebi.
Bougie.
I can agree with that. Going to the Maldives and all that.
Yeah,
Bora Bora and all of
that's the
this.
first word that came to mind.
All right. Chad Money Minutes.
First word. I want to I want to say patriarch. That's what I want to say. But like yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with that. I feel like Chad gives me dad vibes.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah. When I think of Chad, I think of some exquisite, some exquisite word. And Chad's lingo is so, you know, what I'm saying, so well defined and everything.
Like
All right.
it's funny. I'm gonna get on that point real quick. So like, Chad was like one of the first people, like people who I was watching to like actually comment on my channel. So I'm
Yeah.
like, oh man, somebody's actually like watching my stuff, and that, and also like there was another creator who doesn't make videos anymore, but like once he got got called up by a bigger guy, I forgot the guy's name, but it doesn't matter. Chad was like literally making videos about that. So I'm like, it feels like kind of like a
Okay.
person I gotta watch off my son type of thing.
Yeah. 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 All right. For sure. Yeah. Yeah. I know what you're talking about with Chad and that. All right. Key from Kiki's Adventures.
I one word.
One word.
It doesn't make sense coming out of my mouth, but like risk taker is not the right word. That's the word I could think about. How many cards she has? Because like that's a lot of
Yeah.
that's a lot of cards. That's just
Yeah.
2 words, but
And all the solo traveling she do. You know,
yeah, that too. That's it called. Yeah, that's the. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with that because like
okay.
that's a lot.
All right. Tasha from the Major Change Group.
Like I must say I've not seen too much of Tasha's content, so it's hard for me to let's just say too much.
Okay. Okay.
But from what I do know about her, I would say the first word that comes to my mind is responsible.
She definitely a budget. She into budgeting. So yeah, I can see that. All right. We did a live all together. Rob from Points Blank Travel.
Right, like he feels like my uncle. I want. I
can
feel
see
like
that.
I'd be at a barbecue or something with him. He's over there playing spades or something. That's what it feels like.
I can see that. Oh wow. The first child you ever watched was Chad. That's what's up. Chad is an OG. Chad is the OG.
Yeah, I was watching Chad when he was doing that platinum series. I wasn't planning on getting the platinum. I kept watching kept watching those videos.
Man, I told Chad's wife when I met him, I'm like, man, I remember when Chad had like 100 subscribers.
Man,
Like literally, like 100. When I first started seeing Chad, he had like 100 subscribers. Yeah, so I've been there for the whole ride with dude. You know what I'm saying? When you see people grow like that, it's just
right.
like it's like you going with them. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
It's like
right.
you going with them. Now, all right, you ready for this one?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
All
I'm having a good time.
All right. Now, you watch my channel, you watch Chad, you watch several channels. So it's
Right.
obvious that you support different content creators. But this is unfiltered, right?
Okay. Okay.
How many of these creators have you unsubscribed to or you just don't watch anymore?
Oh, I gotta say how many people are just like
Oh,
names.
no. You gotta call them by name.
I gotta call them by name.
Yep. You can only be two. You only gotta say two.
All right, Ben Hedges. Ben Hedges was one of the first people I watched, but man, I'll leave it at that. I just unsubscribed to him. And I didn't unsubscribe to this dude. I just stopped watching his videos. And that's Mark Reese. I didn't unsubscribe to him. And it's not okay. Listen, I'm gonna say this because I feel like I need to comment on that one a little bit more.
Yep.
I'm not. I think he is going to a certain type of creator or a certain type of person. A person maybe doesn't like know much about it, but I think his delivery and the way he's like so much like pushing like, hey, you know, like get my. It's not about you. It's about me. I need this referral. So here, take this.
Right.
And I guess it's the business. But like it just the way he delivers it just doesn't seem genuine to me. Like he's really trying to help people out. But hey, those are the two.
You know what's funny is that those two are probably the most commonly named ones. I'm sure they are. They are the most common named. So many people that have been up here, those were the two that they named, including myself. So, but,
Man, because like I mean, like those were like besides Stevie, those were the first two I would see. Those are the first
yeah,
people
me too.
I saw in this space.
Yeah.
So like I'm thinking like they're over here all knowledgeable, but then like as you get into the weeds, you start realizing like they ain't saying anything special. But I will say Mark he does give you like every little detail, which I do appreciate. But at the same time, the way he pushes things out, it's just not for me personally.
Yeah, just not for me. All right, so we got to the very last question.
Okay.
Man, what is your social medias and where can everybody see JP Buffett videos at, man?
Well, obviously you can go to JP Buffett. That's my YouTube channel. You can search that. I'll be probably the first thing to come up. And my other socials, I have a Threads and I have an Instagram. And I will preface this by saying I am married to a Dominican, so this works. But it's my socials are at the points poppy. So it's at _points_poppy.
Okay.
But yeah,
Okay.
that's my Instagram and Threads. You can find me there.
Make sure y'all get that, man. I put JP's channel in the description of this video. So make sure y'all subscribe to JP Buffett. And if you got any last words for the people?
No, I appreciate this. I mean, I appreciate you having me on. I appreciate everybody who watches me, who watches this. This is fun. This is great. I really do appreciate just being a part of this community. So that's all I gotta say on that one.
Hey man, I had an amazing time, and as I always say, whether you've been here for 5 minutes, 15, half hour, the whole time, we appreciate you being here.